Giving a presentation can be one of the most nerve-wracking things that people do, especially for students if they're not used to giving presentations in front of groups. So that's why we wanted to give this presentation, was to kind of provide some skills to students on how to give good presentations. So we talked about three main things that you want to keep in mind. You want to have good preparation, so actually doing some research, but then understanding that you're not going to be able to include everything that you've researched in that presentation. So rather than peppering the audience with 10, 20 points, try and narrow it down to 2 or 3 really succinct points that you want to get across to them, and you can expand on those. As well, coming up with a good outline, using that to save yourself time in the long run rather than creating a PowerPoint or a Prezi and then realizing that you have to include a bunch of slides or move it around. Come up with a good outline first will save you time and lead to a more succinct presentation. And then practice. Practice in front of a mirror, record yourself, practice in front of friends that are themselves good at presentations, and have them give you feedback on that presentation. If you record yourself, watch yourself, pay attention to your timing as well. A lot of people will practice when they're in a comfortable place. They'll practice at a regular slow pace, and then they get into the presentation, they rush right through and they're way too fast. So pay attention to your timing and remember that when you do the presentation. And then finally, during the performance, keep in mind that relatability and flow are way better than having a really polished presentation that comes across as monotonous. So making eye contact with the audience, speaking to them, what is it that they want to get out of the presentation? Keep in mind what they want to get out, as opposed to projecting your own ego or your own accomplishments on them. So reading your audience, making eye contact definitely helps. If you're extremely nervous, doing things like looking just above the audience's head, you're still going to look like you're looking at them, but it might not be quite as nerve-wracking. Or find someone in the audience that is friendly or that you already know and has a friendly face, and look at them while you're giving the presentation. If you do say something that's funny and the audience laughs, ride that laugh out. Don't just interrupt them. Let that laugh get up to kind of a crescendo, and then as it starts to fall off, then you bring in your next point. So let the audience laugh. They're going to want to laugh if they are. For more information, people can visit our website, uleth.ca/study-skills-service, or they can email learning.strategist@uleth.ca.